Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of 10WT Friday, where every single week we teach you how to form the healthy habits that will transform your body and your life. At the 10-Week Transformation, we teach you a 5-step framework. It starts with building your big, which is your why behind your fitness. Then we help you set your success indicator, which is your X to Y by when, your starting line, your finish line, and your deadline. Then we help you identify your progress indicators. These are your weekly goals that will inevitably help you progress closer to your overall goal. Next, we help you plan your pills. And these are micro habits that will increase the likelihood of your success amidst the chaos of your week. And then lastly, we help you set up your scoreboard. We help you have tangible evidence of your progress towards your overall goal. I promise you, if you do these steps, your habits are going to be rock solid. Your self-confidence is going to skyrocket, and you'll be on the path to your best you. Every single week, we help individuals who are hungry for growth get closer to the best version of themselves and optimize their potential. I'm your host, Nick Carrier, and today I'm super excited to talk about how to break your fitness plateau. This is such an important topic because so many of us are working so hard and seemingly so diligently to progress closer to our goals, whether that's get stronger, build more muscle, lose more weight. But we're finding ourselves making some progress and then we're hitting a plateau. And it's frustrating because we feel like we're doing everything that we possibly can. We feel like we're waking up early, getting to our workouts and pushing ourselves really hard. We feel like we're going to the grocery store, we're eating the right things, but I'm still just not losing the weight that I want to lose, or I'm still not getting stronger. I'm still not building the muscle that I want to get. My body composition isn't changing, and it's so frustrating to feel like what you're doing is futile. And one of the things about human beings and our nature is if we feel like what we're doing is futile, then we're going to quit. If we feel like what we're doing is not working, is not benefiting us, then we're going to stop. And that, generally speaking, is one of the biggest reasons why so many people fall short of their goals and quit and have the yo-yo scheme with regards to the results. They'll lose weight and then they'll put it back on. They'll lose weight and they'll put it back on. It's because if we feel like what we're doing is not working, it's not worth the time investment, it's not worth the hard work and the sweat and the blood and the tears, if you will, then we're going to stop doing it. And that's what I want to really help you overcome today, because this is something that is so easily done. I know me personally, I've hit plateaus in the past and I've been frustrated and everything like that, but I have to go back to kind of the education that I've received when it comes to fitness and performance and think like, okay, what is it? What am I doing wrong? Or what am I not doing that's causing me to plateau and causing me to stay in this particular same space? Because look, if you're not growing, we're dying. And we feel that internally. If we know we're not making progress, we feel like we're losing ground. And that's what I want to help you overcome today. And so to overcome the plateau that you're currently having with your fitness, with your performance, with your strength, with your muscle building, with your fat loss, it's really important to implement the thing that's called progressive overload. And essentially what that means is you need to put yourself in a situation that is more challenging than what you've done in the past, that provides a greater stimulus than what you've done in the past. And so that can look like 3 different things when it comes to working out and fitness. 1, let's say let's do a dumbbell bench press. Let's do bench press, for example. Let's say during last week, you did 3 sets of 10 reps of a dumbbell bench press, and you used 30-pound dumbbells when you did that. So 3 sets of dumbbell bench press, 10 reps with 30-pound dumbbells. If you just do that week after week after week after week, you're going to get to the point where you're going to plateau. You're going to get to the point where you're not growing and improving anymore. You're going to get to the point where you're not getting stronger. You're not building muscle. You're not providing a different stimulus than what you've been experiencing in the past. And so we need to implement something that's called progressive overload. And there's a few different ways that you can do that. Well, one way is next week, instead of doing 3 sets of 10, can we do 3 sets of 11? Can we do 3 sets of 11 to provide a greater stimulus by increasing the volume that we're doing? Second thing that we might be able to do is maybe instead of 3 sets of 10 with 30-pound dumbbells, maybe we do 3 sets of 10 with 35-pound dumbbells, or maybe 3 sets of 9 with 35-pound dumbbells. Or maybe if we're trying to build our muscular endurance, maybe 3 sets of 10, but instead of a minute rest in between sets, we do 45-second rest in between sets or 30 seconds rest in between sets. So there's a few different variables that you can manipulate. Think rep count or volume. Think weight choice or think weight choice or the overall amount of force that you're trying to produce. So strength or rest time if you're doing muscular endurance. And so depending on what your goal is, again, if you're looking to build muscle, think increase volume. If you're looking to build strength, think increase weight selection. If you're looking to build muscular endurance, think decrease rest time. That can be really easy way for you to help manipulate the stimulus that you're experiencing. So think about what it is that you feel like you're plateauing right now. Are you plateauing in upper body strength and lower body strength and weight loss? And then think about, okay, what do my workouts look like and how can I make sure next week's stimulus, next week's challenge is a little bit greater than this prior week's challenge? And it doesn't have to be crazy. Think about a 3 to 5% increase when it comes to weight selection. Think about just a 1 rep increase if it comes to a rep count. And think about decreasing the rest time by maybe 15 to 20 seconds if you're looking for muscular endurance. If we can do these things, I promise you that stimulus is going to be greater than it was in the previous week, and you'll continue to make incremental progress as time goes by. Now look, one thing about this that makes it really hard is sometimes you don't remember what you used in the previous week. Sometimes you're not being all that intentional until you forget what it is that you're doing. And one of the great things that we have in the 10-week transformation is we have performance tests at the beginning of the 10 weeks. And so everybody knows how much weight they used for how many sets or for how many reps, And we do those with a few different exercises. And we know exactly what weight selection for how many reps that they did. And therefore we use that as a baseline to build off of as we go throughout the 10 weeks. And so if you're somebody who just kind of goes into the gym and doesn't really know what weights they should pick up and just kind of pick up weights, do a few reps, put them down, and you're not all that intentional about it, the 10-week transformation can dramatically help you out with regards to being intentional and adding progressive overload so that you don't break your plateaus. And so if you're in Nashville, we've got groups starting on March 20th. I would love to have you join. Just go to nickcarrier.com/10WT and you can see the different time slots that we have available. If you're not in Nashville, then you can get started at any point in time. You can also go to nickcarrier.com/10WT and get started with the virtual 10-week transformation. I would love to make sure that you never reach that plateau ever again. Again, if we feel like we're not getting any stronger, we're not building muscle, we're not losing the weight that we want to lose, it's often because we're not implementing what's called progressive overload. And think about it through 3 different ways. If you're looking to build strength, try to increase the amount of weight that you're using. If you're looking to build muscle, think about increasing the volume or the rep count. And if you're looking to build muscular endurance, think about decreasing the rest time that you are giving yourself in between sets. If we can do these things, y'all, we are going to break the plateau, and we got to be intentional with selecting these weight choices and when selecting rep counts and when selecting rest intervals. That is what it takes. It's not easy, but if it was easy, everybody else would be doing it and everybody else would be seeing amazing results. But look at the world. Not everybody is seeing amazing results with regards to their fitness and their performance, but you are different. You're listening to the Best You podcast. You're listening to 10WT Friday. You are different. You're going to be the person who's willing to put in the extra little bit of work and intentionality of progressive overload so that you can get closer and closer to your fitness goals. So if you want to join the 10-week transformation, I would love to have you. Go to nickcarrier.com/10WT. We'll implement progressive overload. We're going to break any plateau that even thinks about presenting itself so that you can get stronger, build muscle, lose body fat, and get to build the body that you're proud of. So go to nickcarrier.com/10WT. But other than that, y'all, I hope today helps you get closer to your health and fitness goals, helps you break any plateaus that you might be experiencing, and ultimately helps you get closer and closer to your best you.